Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing two makeup brushes for you guys, and these are the two brushes that I got from Ginger, from Lifestyle. Actually, they're from the brand Ginger, and this is what they look like. They come in these two packs and they are labeled as blush brush. So let's start with the first one here. So this one, as you can see, it's a double-ended brush. It has a sponge on one side and it has bristles on the other side. So I thought this was very good multi-purpose brush, and that's why I bought it. I also found it very cute. That's another reason for buying it. And the second one right here looks like this. I have seen a brush similar to this on Amazon, but I don't know what the quality of that one is. This also has really soft bristles. I mean, as you can see, it is like a duo fiber brush. So it is also labeled as a blush brush, but I mean, you can already tell that it is really good for contour. The shape is perfect for contour. And another great use I feel for these brushes is that these are too small, so you can easily carry it with you in your bag if you find it difficult to carry big brushes in your bag, if you're like always on the go. So for daily use, if you just want to touch up your makeup, you can carry these in your bag, and you don't have to worry about space and all that stuff. And these are very affordable as well. So but we definitely gonna test these out, and we'll see it in this video how these fare. You can actually see it on camera whether they work for me or they don't, or they're like okay, so we can decide. Alright guys, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is use the sponge from this brush, this one here, and I've already wet it. So I'm going to use a concealer on my under eyes and see whether this can set it and how well it sets the concealer, so that we don't have to use our fingers to set a concealer. And because this is very small, so I don't think we can use it for foundation, but only precise areas like concealer or a cream contour or a cream blush or something like that. Alright, so as you can see, I've applied concealer not just on my under eyes but also on my forehead and on my chin and a little bit around my mouth. So let's see how this works. So we're just going to use it like we do use a sponge. So I'm going to start with the chin. So it has blended the concealer over here, and around the mouth. So as you can see on camera, it didn't take a lot of time to blend concealer on the mouth. And now let's start with the forehead. I feel very weird to hold this because it's not a sponge, it's a sponge on a brush. So let me feel the hang of it. If a product works, we don't really mind getting used to it. So even the concealer on my forehead has blended easily, and now it's time for the under eyes. I actually kept under eyes for the end because I mean, it takes the most time. So now let's get started. This is taking a little more time than usual. I feel I'm poking my eye. So far, I do not like the finish it is giving me on my under eyes. So let's see. Let's just use it again. What do you guys think? Alright, so it does not give us the best finish. I can still see a little streaks, something which is very close to my under eye. I mean, it can't really get really close to the under eye. That is what I feel. But as you can see, it blended the concealer really well around the mouth, on my forehead, and if you put concealer on your nose as well, if you like to do that. So, and even if it fare well with cream contour. What I've seen with this brush is that it actually blends the product well if the area is like flat, it's not that intricate. Whereas for the under eyes, the brush or the sponge has to be very I think soft, so that it can really fit in those intricate areas, and that is why when you actually use your finger, it fits in perfectly like this. So if you're on the go, I think this can work for you. I mean, it's not the best product, but if you're out and if you have something in your bag, it's always better. And if you don't have a beauty blender or you can't use your fingers and you just want to use a brush or a sponge. So I think it's pretty good for that. Okay, so now let's try the brush, and as you can see, it's like a dome shape, it's circular, so it's really good for blush, but it can also be used to set in powder. So again, I mean, girls like to carry compacts to their college or wherever they're working. So what actually happens is our powder puff gets really dirty, and at times it is not recommended to use the powder puff that often because it picks up more product. So it makes your foundation and your base look very cakey. So it's better to use a brush, but the struggle is, I mean, how can you carry a big brush with you? But this one, I think if it works well, this can be a very good option to carry with you if you're on the go, and you can totally, I mean, you can set your concealer with this, and then you can use the brush to set your powder. So let's see how this works. So I'm gonna take my powder, swirl my brush in it, and set my concealer first because that is just what I've applied. So guys, this brush is really soft. It's really, really, really soft. I love the feeling of this brush on my face, and it does not pick up a lot of powder. So if you want to use light powder, you can definitely use this brush. So I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. This one is like okay-ish. I mean, because obviously when you buy this is gonna come with it, so we really can't do anything about it. But this one is definitely worth the buy. I'm still gonna test it for blush, but I know it's gonna work. So the next brush that I'm gonna try is for contour, because we can't apply the blush first and then the contour. So I'm gonna try the contour brush that we have from Ginger, and here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this brush here and try. Okay, so as you can see, it has angled tip. It has a dip over here, and it's really, really soft. Okay, so now let's see how this actually picks up the product, how it blends it, because that is what will actually tell whether this brush is effective or not. Okay, so now let's pick up the contour product, and I'm gonna contour my cheek first. So it fits in my cheek really well. Like, look at that, how it really holds my face, I feel. Okay, that's a good, that's something. Oh my god, that's exactly the amount I want on my cheek. Let's try it on the other side. Oh my god, so if you're a beginner, if you're confused how much contour you should use, I think this is gonna be really good for you, because even when I was a beginner, I mean, I was always intimidated by using too much contour. I was always scared, oh my god, I should not use too much contour because that actually looks very unnatural. Blending a contour, you definitely need to learn that, and I think it does not bring the product beyond this, which is actually a big contour mistake. So it actually stays till here, and that is what we want. Now let's see how this blends the product. So I'm gonna keep the brush like this, and obviously keep the brush as above the contour as possible, because if you put your brush here or here, it's gonna bring the contour down. We don't want that. So let's just blend it. Let's see this one. So I'm not finding it comfortable to use this back and forth, but if you use it just in one direction, it would blend your contour in seconds. It is quite stiff, I have to agree, but if you just push it like this, the contour is literally done in 30 seconds. And if you want more, you can definitely add more product later if you feel that you need to deepen your contour. I'm liking this brush as of now. I think every contour brush should be shaped like this. I mean, it will make heck of a difference. I mean, why do all those contour brushes are like fluffy? They should be shaped like this. Oh, that is what I'm actually feeling right now. This can be great for nose contour as well if you like to contour your nose. I don't contour my nose the usual way because it doesn't work for me. But if you contour your nose, 99% of the girls do, so we're into makeup. So you can try it. Definitely, it's gonna work so well for your nose. So good for your temples if you like to take the product and work it like this, and then just blend it. Just blend it in one direction. Don't move it back and forth because it's quite stiff. But it picks up the right product. Really good for beginners, I feel. Okay, now let's do the jawline. So again, it fits really well in the jawline, as you can see. And then you can simply just fix the product. I love my contour. I love how it looks on my cheeks right now. And if you feel you have applied too much, you can definitely use a brush later on. But I feel my contour is well blended. It has also given me that definition that I want. Okay, so now in the end I'm going to use this brush again just for the blush. You've already seen this in action, but let's just see how it is versus the product, colored product, because the other one was obviously just the base. So I'm going to pick up the blush on the lighter side. This one is really pigmented, so I'm going to apply it on the apples of my cheek. As you can see, it has not picked up too much product, and that is what we want, especially for blushes like these which are very pigmented. Again, great for beginners, because we do tend to make mistakes when we've just started with makeup. So this actually picks up the right amount of product. You can totally build it later on. That's always safer to do that. It's actually how your makeup will look more natural and totally on point. Blush and contour on feet. Okay, so I feel I should try to use this for highlight. Let's see how it works. My highlight is really pigmented, so I want to be careful. I'm just going to pick up very little. I'm going to pick up a little bit of highlight on the tip of it, because these brushes I'm testing when you're on the go, when you just have one brush, and how you can do like various things with just one brush. So let's just see how it works. Not bad. I love it. I love it when my brushes make my makeup look really blended, and it should not look streaky. That is something we don't want. So it is not making my highlight look streaky or unnatural. It's looking very blended, and I actually like the finish of it. Alright guys, so my final words on these brushes is that they are really good. I don't feel I wasted my money on these. I'm gonna use them actually. So this one actually retails for rupees 249, and this one retails for rupees 329. So they're very affordable, and you won't get brushes like these. I mean, with this shape, you cannot imagine getting a brush like that in this price range. Believe me, you cannot. So I found them at Lifestyle. They're from the brand Ginger, and if you want to buy them, I will definitely give them a big thumbs up. This sponge is slightly, as I said, I mean, I would give a 6 on 10. I mean, it's not that great. Definitely beauty blenders and beauty sponges and the YBB Makeup Beauty Perfector and all the sponges are way better than this one. But guys, if you want to buy this one, you'll obviously get this one. So it's okay, you can use it, and if you don't want to use it, you can just leave it. But this one is really soft. It's really good for travel, and it's really good for if you want to keep a brush in your bag, so that you're I mean, you don't have to carry those heavy brushes and your professional brushes as well. You might, there might be several reasons for not keeping those brushes in your bag. You might feel you might lose them, or they might get dirty. So I think you won't really mind buying these, because they're very affordable and effective at the same time. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave comments down below on video suggestions, what all you want to see next, and let me know if you have tried these brushes already, or if you're going to try it. And if you like this video, please rate it positively, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.